Yo everyone, JD the Gamer here. We are here today to talk about the top 10 most hated units that I personally do not like fighting against. So we're going to go through 10, starting at number 10 and go down to number 1. But yeah, this is going to be my top 10, the units that I hate fighting against the most, whether it be Arena or RTA, whatever the case may be. This is the list of the people I cannot stand going against, whether it be because they're damage dealers or because their kit, like their support units, just everything like that. So let's start off with number 10. Number 10 is going to be the Fire Anubis Kamoon. Why do I hate fighting against him? Main reason, well, there's two main reasons. Main reason number one, his passive. So on each turn grants a shield which is equivalent to 20% of your HP and lasts for 2 turns to an ally with the lowest HP. So whoever has the lowest HP when this unit goes, he'll grant a shield on them. It's annoying. And then his leader skill, 24% speed lead in guild battles. So you see him a lot in guild battle, on a guild war defense, as the leader. And a lot of the times the units you see with him are like Chasun, Theo, Orion, things like that give turn order, so he can continue to just keep putting that shield on. So and then of course his first skill blocks HP recovery, which is annoying. His second skill deals damage proportionate to your max HP, so it deals pretty good damage if you have him with a lot of HP, right? So he's just a really annoying unit to deal with, and that's why he's number 10 on the list. Number 9 is going to stay in the family and go with the light Anubis, Amarna. I hate fighting this unit. One, because just like all the other Anubises, he has this one attacks the enemy 2 times to decrease defense, right? And disturbs HP. So he disturbs HP like the other ones, and he can decrease your defense. So that's where he gets pretty annoying. And then his third skill removes all harmful effects, so he's a cleanser, AoE cleanser, on all allies, and recovers their HP by 30% of your max HP. So if you build him with super HP, he's going to heal quite a bit along with cleansing your team. And then revives all dead allies with 30% HP if there's any defeated ally. But the skill cooldown will be increased by 2 turns for each revived ally. So if he's the last one on like an R5 run and he revives everyone comes back to life. So it's an AoE revive, which is pretty crazy. Gives them 30% HP, which is also pretty solid. The only thing is that the cooldowns go +2 for each one. So it would go +10 more moves on top of that if he revives all 5 units, right? So it's going to be a long time before you use it again, but an AoE revive is pretty crazy. And then his second skill attacks an enemy 3 times, with each attack having a 50% chance to receive a branding. So not only does he disturb HP, decrease defense, AoE revive, AoE cleanse, 30% HP buff, or 30% HP heal, but then he also brands. Like, this dude is crazy to fight against, and you see him a lot. I've seen him a lot on arena defense and on guild war defense, and in R5 of course, but I'm talking about units. Of course in R5 he's on not my personal team, but he's with my group, so I'm fine with him doing all of that. But when you go up against him, he can be a handful to deal with. So that is number 9. Number 8 to go up against is, we're going to go to the dark units, and we're going to go with Betta. I personally have Betta in my monster group, so I know how annoying she can be. A lot of the times you see her built with either swift or violent, but if she's a violent Betta, she's one of those units. It seems like certain units tend to proc that violent more than others. Like Theo will proc violent all the time. Chasun will proc violent all the time. Betta's one of those units. Orion will proc violent. Betta's one of those units that seems to just constantly proc violent. So she has these revives and heals and immunity and all this stuff going for her that makes her really annoying if she continues to proc. So her first skill bursts a mana bubble that deals damage to an enemy and removes a beneficial effect. So it's a strip first skill with a 50% chance, and the damage is increased according to your max HP. So this first skill surprisingly hits pretty decently if you build her with a lot of HP, because it deals damage according to her HP. Second skill, grant life, recovers the HP and attack bar of an ally target by 30% each. So you use this on someone, it's going to give them 30% HP and raise their attack bar by 30%. This skill may revive a dead ally with 30% HP at the cost of 3 additional turns. So kind of like Amarna, where if you use this to revive someone, you can. It's a single revive, not AoE, but you're gonna put more. There's gonna be more additional turns added onto the cooltime. So that's the only downside, but still crazy skill right there. And then her third skill, Serenity, recovers the HP of all allies by 15% each. So I wish this, it might be too overpowered, too OP if they were to buff the amount of HP, but you know, whatever, it's an AoE heal. Decreases their chance of receiving a critical hit for 2 turns. So that's pretty solid, especially if you're going up against a unit that crits a lot, like a Perna, like a Theo. You know, it gives you an extra opportunity to have them miss the crit, and then grants them immunity for 2 turns as well. So this skill recovers HP, lessens the chance of getting a critical hit, and gives immunity. Doesn't cleanse, but the fact that it gives immunity is awesome. So like I said, if you can have a violent Betta with a lot of speed, I'll show you mine right now. This is my Betta, not the fastest, but you know, pretty speedy at 218 speed, plus 13,000 HP and plus 863 defense with 50% accuracy. So it gives her an opportunity to strip on that first skill. My Betta is pretty solid, and mine is on a violent wheel. So wheel, just in case she can't get the first turn, you know, she can hopefully, unless I'm going against a stripper, she can hopefully get that first move off and get Serenity up to get immunity. But yeah, that's number 8 on my list for top 10 units I hate to fight against. Number 7 is we're going to water, we're going to 5-star, and we are going to Amelia. Amelia is annoying to deal with because she's constantly giving immunity, let's just take a look at her skills, right? So first skill, and this is in her unicorn form. So Ice Horn attacks the enemy and freezes the target for 1 turn with a 25% chance. So her first skill gives a chance to freeze. Crazy. This attack will deal more damage according to your max HP. And as you can see, she has a base HP of 12,345. So it's really easy to get her HP up quite a bit. So annoying. Second skill, Fierce Charge, attacks the enemy to provoke for 1 turn with a 75% chance and counterattacks the enemy for 2 turns. Whenever you're attacked, the damage increases according to your max HP. So again, another skill that does more damage according to your HP, and she can provoke you. So that's 2 skills right there that are crowd control skills, right? And then her third skill, or the passive, increases defense for 2 turns when you're attacked by an enemy. This effect only activates once a turn. So once a turn, you get attacked, boom, you get up a defense buff. Crazy. You don't even have to do nothing, and you get a defense buff. Then transforms into a human. The attack speed will be increased proportionate to your max HP in human form, but your max HP will be decreased. Instantly gains another turn. So you turn into a human, boom, you get another turn. What do you do at that point? First skill, still has an opportunity to freeze. Second skill, removes the harmful effects on all allies and increases their defense. So you have a second skill, Cleanse, with defense buff. And then third skill, grants immunity on all allies for 1 turn, and it's a passive. So even if you can't, coupled with this skill, her passive, basically it's a cleanse and immunity buff. So that's crazy right there. This unit, in terms of annoyingness, is really annoying, and plus her damage is proportionate to her HP, and she has a lot of HP, so that makes it harder for her to kill, but she's also doing more damage because she has more HP. Crazy unit to go up against. That's why she's my number 7 on my top 10 most hated to fight. Number 6, we're gonna go through these pretty fast. A light unit, number 6, and it is a Hall of Heroes monster, Gemini. Gemini is really annoying. He's not going to be someone who kills you himself, but he's going to be that unit that sets up his team to kill you. So first skill, same as all the oracles. Same as all of the Brownie Magicians. Run, bounces towards the enemy to attack and gets another turn with a 30% chance. So built-in proc, just like all the other ones on first skill. Built-in violent. Second skill, attacks all enemies with giant orbs, decreasing their defense for 1 turn. This attack lands as a crushing hit regardless of the enemy's attribute. So defense break, second skill, it's only a 1-turn defense break, but usually people that use Gemini a lot will have him speeds tuned with the rest of the team to have their nukers go right after him so that they make use of that defense break. Unless you have a unit that can cut in between, you're pretty much screwed. And in the passive, increases the attack power by 50% if your HP ratio is lower than the target enemy's HP ratio at the moment of attacking, and removes 1 beneficial effect off the enemy if you have less beneficial effects than the enemy. So you will never see, typically you shouldn't ever see Will or Shield on a team using him, because then he can't strip if the other team has Will. He has to have less beneficial effects. So typically you'll just see him Swift and then whatever else that doesn't provide a beneficial effect on yourself, and super fast, so that he gets the first turn, he's stripping, he's defense breaking, they're allowing their nukers to come in right behind him, do damage, boom, you're done right off the bat. And then you have a global attack speed lead at 19%. This unit for a Hall of Heroes monster, and I messed up and didn't realize how good he was and fed him, but an amazing unit. And I hate fighting against Geminis because they do so much crowd control and they're so annoying to deal with that it becomes an issue, especially if you allow the fight to continue to keep going before you can end it quick. So that's my number 6. Number 5 is, we're going to Wind. We're going to the one unit that everyone knows and hates, Chasun. So again, another unit that's not going to kill you herself. She's not in there to do any damage, but she's in there to be super fast, super tanky, and super annoying. So the first skill is 30% chance to land glancing. Doesn't hit hard, doesn't scale off her HP, but if you can get glancing with her on Theo, that can wreck your opportunity to win, because Theo needs to hit hard, right? So she's used a lot against Theos to put that glancing on them and give you an opportunity to miss that crit. Second skill, Amuse, which seems like it says reusable in 4 turns, but it feels like it's always reusable. But second skill, Amuse, recovers allies by 20% of my max HP and increases the attack power. So if you can build her with crazy HP, she's going to heal everyone by 20% of her HP and then give them an attack power buff for 2 turns. Crazy. And then this third skill, awesome move, Fallen Blossoms, balances the HP and the attack bar of the target ally and your HP to a higher amount than before. So basically, even if you put heal block on her or on her ally, doesn't matter. This does not scale off of heal block. It's just a balancing move. So typically you'll see if she has full health and your ally is almost dead, but their attack bar is full, you do Fallen Blossoms, gives her the attack bar, fills up the ally's HP, and boom, both of you have full HP, both of you have full attack bar, and then she's gonna go again and do a Muse and give everyone attack power. Crazy. She's annoying to deal with. I said earlier, a lot of the times nowadays you'll see her with Kamoon and Theo, so she's buffing attack power, Kamoon's putting shields to protect, and it takes forever to kill. Chasun's one of those units that are really annoying to deal with, and that's why she's my number 5. Number 4, we're going to another unit that is well known to be really annoying, and that is Orion. Orion's one of those units that will make you throw your device on the ground. like literally. So same first skill, built-in violent proc with run, 30% chance to go again, and it seems like it's more like an 80% chance because he always procs out of this. Fly, same as Gemini, decreases defense for 1 turn, which is really not used too much because you want to try to use this to be able to proc and be able to shorten times for harmless prank. Randomly selects an enemy 4 times to grant one of the following effects: remove a beneficial effect, stun, decrease defense, or disturb HP. Additionally, the attack bar of all allies will be increased by 30%. So that's a crazy move right there. You have the ability to put on 4 different debuffs randomly on your targets and then buff up your attack bar for everyone on your team by 30%. Crazy move. Really annoying to deal with. And then you have a global defense lead of 25%. So this unit right here can be really annoying. Built really fast on Swift, going first, harmless pranking, stunning your team, defense breaking them, nuker comes behind them, boom, 1 unit down, and then he's going again because he's so fast and he just buffed up all of their attack bars. Crazy unit, really annoying to deal with. Number 4 on the list. Number 3, we're going more towards RTA-ish, and one of the top units to use in RTA right now, and that is Okeanos. As you can see, it's grayed out for me because I don't have him. I really wish I could get an Okeanos. Awesome unit for RTA. His kit is amazing. So first skill, same as all the other Sea Emperors, attacks an enemy dealing damage and transferring a weakening effect on you to the enemy. So if you have a defense break on you, use your first skill, you can push that defense break off of you onto the opponent. Awesome skill. So it's basically you know, it can help you out in RTA if they, you know, defense break you. You can put it on the unit that you want, attack them, transfer it over, and then have a nuker come in after him and destroy. Second skill, attacks the Spear of Devastation. Attacks the enemy 2 times with each attack, removing 1 beneficial effect, and sets back the target skills to max cooldown. So the reason why this skill is so amazing, because he doesn't care if you have will. Don't care. I'm still gonna hit you. I'm still gonna remove that will rune, that beneficial effect, and then I'm gonna come in right behind it, the same attack, and set all your skills to max cooldown. So let's say, for example, you have a Betta, right? My Betta's on will. I bring her in, he's faster, he does this skill, removes the will rune, and then sets her skills on max cooldown, so now I can't even use Serenity. Crazy move right here. Literally, the title of this move is exactly what it is. It's devastating. And then third skill, what he's known for, Rain of Stones. Attacks the enemies multiple times with flaming meteoroids, whatever, with each attack having a 25% chance to stun. 25% is bull. It's 100% pretty much every single time. I've seen him stun all 4 of my units many times. And then your attack bar will be recovered by 25% for each enemy stunned by this attack. So if he gets a 4-person stun, he's gonna go again. It's 100% attack bar booster. So this guy is absolutely ridiculous for RTA, absolutely ridiculous for Arena. And then he has a global leader skill of accuracy of 41%, which a lot of people in RTA tend to lean towards. They tend to lean towards accuracy leads and resistance leads to try to sustain RTA. So that's why he is my number 3 most hated to fight against. Number 2, it is this dragon, Verad. I cannot stand this guy, especially if he's built with violent and a lot of HP and a lot of defense. This guy is hard to get rid of. The first skill doesn't do anything, shoots an ice arrow to at the enemy, doesn't do anything, right? Really no damage. No, it's the second and third skill that kill you because of his crowd control ability. Snowstorm attacks all enemies with a storm of ice, dealing damage proportionate to your defense and freezing them for 1 turn. So he's dealing damage proportionate to defense, so you can build him super tanky, and he's gonna hit even harder because of it. It's an AoE, and it freezes for 1 turn. Absolutely ridiculous. And then his third, that's not even his best skill. His third skill, absolute zero, attacks all enemies, so AoE, with the gust of freezing wind dealing damage proportionate to your defense. There it is again, another defense proportionate move. So you can build him super tanky, and he'll hit harder for it, and setting the enemy's attack bar to 0. So basically this is a 2-turn freeze, because you're not only freezing them, but you're also setting their attack bar back to 0. Additionally, the enemies are frozen for 1 turn. So coupled with these 2 moves, Absolute Zero and Snowstorm, and then you throw his leader skill on top of that of a 33% HP lead, global, ridiculous. This unit is terribly difficult to deal with because he's usually so tanky. He's on violent. He's one of those units that seem like they violent a lot more than others, and he becomes a pain to deal with. But he's not even number 1. The number 1 unit I cannot stand to fight against is a light unit, and it is Yeon Hong, the light sky dancer. She is absolutely a pain in my backside. So the first skill is the same as all the other ones, a chance to put on glancing. Second skill, Blade Fan, throws a fan to attack the enemy 3 times, with each attack having a 50% chance to remove one of the enemy's beneficial effects. So you have 3 chances to remove beneficial effects. Increases the attack bar of all allies by 15%, so she's boosting attack bars per each beneficial effect removed. So she can potentially buff everyone's attack bar by 45%. Ridiculous. And the damage is proportionate to the attack speed. So the more speed you have on her, and her base speed is 116, which is really high, the more damage she's going to do. And then her third skill, Charge Vitality, fills up the attack bar of an allied target and yourself, and recovers HP by 50%. Absolutely ridiculous. She's typically on violent, so she's going constantly. She's usually so fast that it seems like she's going 4 or 5 turns every single time. And then you couple that with her resistance in the arena by 48%, and like I said, a lot of people nowadays are using resistance and accuracy in RTA and in arena. So this is almost a 50% resistance leader skill. Ridiculous. I keep saying that word, but these units right here are so hard to deal with, and she is the number 1 I cannot stand to go against, because it seems like she's constantly getting this up to use. We're usable in only 4 turns, and I believe it goes down to either 3. I think it goes down to 3 turns. I'm not 100% sure, but that's absolutely ridiculous, because she's buffing her attack bar by 50% already. And then you couple that with the fact that her base speed is so high. She's an amazing unit that I would love to get, but I cannot stand the fight. So again, let's recap. Number 10, the top 10 most hated units I hate going up against. Number 10, Kuman, the fire Anubis. Number 9, Amarna, the light Anubis. Number 8, Betta, the dark, what the heck is her name? And I have her too. The Dark Mermaid. There we go. I ain't even gotta look. Number 7, Amelia, the water unicorn. Number 6, Gemini, the light brownie magician. Number 5, Chasun, the wind sky dancer. Number 4, Orion, the water brownie magician. Number 3, Okeanos, the fire sea emperor. Number 2, Verad, the water dragon. And number 1 unit, top 10 most hated, is Yeon Hong, the light sky dancer. Well, that is it for me, guys. Hopefully you liked this video. If you want to see more top 10s of things, let me know down in the comment section. Please like the video, subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. I plan on doing a small giveaway once I get the 300 subscribers. I'm at right now, I think, like 295. So if I can get to 300, I'll do a little giveaway again. Really appreciate you guys rocking with me. Follow me on my social medias to see when I'm gonna drop videos, see when I'm gonna stream. They're all up above me right here. And I'm also on Snapchat as well, JDTheGamer86. So yeah, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.